Just give me a minute. Okay. Okay, so anybody is there who is not able to solve this problem?
यस सर, बताइए एक बार अप्रोच।
Okay. Okay, so basically, you know about the ASCII characters, right? That every character has a numeric value assigned to it. For example, we have like small a has a value of I think 97, and capital A has a value of like 65. Are you aware of that, right? Okay. And the difference between them is basically 32, which is mentioned in the problem, right? The difference between a capital A and small a in ASCII is 32, okay? So first you have to check whether the given character is A, like small a or capital A, okay? So how will you check that? So for that you can run a condition that if your character, let's say you have to first input the character, you have taken the character C, then you have to check if C is like greater than equal to 65 and less than equals to 90. If that's the case, then you know that it's an uppercase character, can be A to Z, okay? So if that's the case, then you have to uh, add 32 to it, because the difference is 32 between small case letters and capital letters, right? So let's say if A is given, then it will be converted to small a, right? But if you do C plus 32, value will be like 96, right? So for that, you need to convert it in character, and you can write character
Hello.
for that. So let's see the, yeah, hello.
Sir, your
Yes,
voice is
you are
not.
audible.
Yeah, actually, your voice is not audible properly.
Okay, is it now?
Yeah, is it now?
Okay. Okay, so basically we can, I can show you the code basically. So we will just take input C as a character, okay, and we'll check if C is greater than equals to A and less than equals to Z, that means it's an uppercase letter, and then we will add 32 to it, okay, to convert it into lowercase, and it will be converted into character. For that, you have to write character before that, right? Otherwise, it will be converted into integer. And if that's not the case, then in the else part, you have to like subtract 32 from it and print it. Okay. So any doubt? Here you can use ASCII values as well. If you write C greater than 65 and less than 90, then it will also work. Okay, so if you did not understood the problem or having any doubt, you can write -1 in the chat. And if you understood, write +1. Okay, I can't see any -1 here. So let's move on to the next problem. Okay, great. Okay, so next problem is mathematical expression, which is the problem says that you can be given one of these three expressions, which is a plus b equal to c, a minus b equal to c, or a multiplied by b equals to c. Okay. Now, what you have to do is that these ABC are numbers, okay, and there will be a sign between them, okay. So if the given expression is correct, then you have to print yes, okay. And if this is wrong, then you have to print the actual, like true value, like correct value of the expression, right? So for example, here 5 plus 10 is given, so it's equal to 15. So the expression is correct, so it will print yes. Okay, and 3 minus 1 is also equal to 2, so it will print yes. And 2 multiplied by 10 is not 19, so it is wrong. So you have to print the correct value, which is 20. So answer will be 20. Okay, so anyone have doubt in this problem, that problem statement? I will explain the approach after that.
No, no.
Okay, cool. So approach is like this. So let's say you are given A, and there will be a character, let's say CH1, then B, then CH2. This will be always equal to character, okay, and then C. So you will take input first. This will be, these three are integers, A, B, C, and these three are characters. So take input of all of them one by one, okay, and you will check whether according to the CH1 character. So let's say if CH1 is equals to plus, okay, and in that, if you have to check whether A plus B is equal to C or not. If it is equal, then print yes, okay, and otherwise print A plus B, which will be the correct value of the expression A plus B, okay. And similarly in else if, this is if, and similarly in else if, you will check whether CH1 is like minus or not. If it is minus, then in under that, you will check if A minus B C is equal to C or not. Okay, and if it is equal, then print yes, and otherwise print A minus B, which will be the correct answer for the expression. Okay, and in else, do same for the multiplication part. Let's move to the solution for this. How to hide this. Okay. Okay. So here you can see we have taken three integers ABC and two characters CH1 and CH2 and took the input of that. Now we are checking if CH1 is plus, then in under that if, we are checking if A plus B equals C. So if it is equal, then print yes, otherwise print A plus B, that will be the correct answer. And in else of this, we are checking same for minus and then same for multiplication. Okay. So any doubt in this problem?
Can you repeat again the explanation?
Okay, sure. So you are given an expression in form of this. This can be a plus or minus or multiplication. Okay. and here B and equal to C. Okay. Now, what you have to check whether this expression is true or not. If it is true, you have to print yes. Okay. If it is not true, then you have to print the actual value of this expression. Okay, the correct value. So now you will first check for plus. Okay, so if this character is plus, okay. So if this character plus, then you will check whether a plus b equal to c or not. Like if this expression is correct or not. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So a plus is c or not. If it is equal, then you know the expression is true, and just print yes. And if it is not true, then print a plus b. So that will be the correct value of expression, right? Understood this part?
Yes, I understood.
Okay. So in else part, do similarly for like minus sign and multiplication. Same thing. If CS1 is minus, then you have to check if a minus b equal to c or not. If it is equal, print yes. Otherwise, print a minus b. And similarly, for multiplication, a multiply b equal to c, then print yes. Otherwise, print a multiplication b. Understood or any doubt in that? If any have any doubt in this problem or solution, he can ask. Can write chat or unmute yourself and ask. Okay, so you are talking about this hash define, right? Okay, you can write that, but this is not needed. Okay, these two lines are not needed. The code will work without that also, because we don't need long here. Int will be okay. Yes, these are macros.
In what cases long is required?
Okay, so you can see here that the constant in this problem are not very large. The A and B are like up to 100 only, and C can be like 10 to the power 5, minus 10 to the power 5 to 10 to the power 5. Okay, so these can be stored in integers. Okay, so the range of integer is basically 2 to the power minus 2 to the power 31 to 2 to the power 31 minus 1. This is range of int. These values can be stored in int. Okay, which is around, this value is around 10 to the power 9. Okay, so if you can like solve your problem can be solved in within this range, like your calculation is not going out of this number, then you can use int. Okay,
Okay.
and otherwise you can use long if your value is like going greater than 10 to the power 9. The range of long is around 10 to the power 18. Okay, which is 2 to 63 minus 1. Okay, yeah, so it's clear, right?
Yes, thanks.
Okay. Okay, so we can move to next problem. Last 2 digits. I think many students have a problem in this problem, right? So how many of you are able to solve this? Add +1 in the chat. Okay, and if you are not able to, yeah, -1. I can see -1 here. Okay. Okay, cool. So we are given here 4 integers, 4 numbers, the range of which can be like from 2 to 10 to the power 9. Okay. Every number can be from 2 to 10 to the power 9. Okay. And you have to print last 2 digits after their multiplication. Basically, you have to print this, you have to multiply all these numbers and print the last whatever this number is. Let's say it's 2311023, something like this. It's a big number. Okay. So you have to print just the last 2 digits. Okay, that's the problem says. Okay. Okay, so now let's say you multiply all of these numbers. Okay, so what is the maximum value of A? That can be 10 to the power 9. Okay. For B, it's 10 to the power 9. For C, it's also 10 to the power 9. For D, it's also 10 to the power 9. So if you multiply all these numbers, how big that value can be? It can be 10 to the power 36. So can you store that value in any data type? You can't, right? Because
Long.
you can store 10 to the power 18 in long max, not greater than that. So how to approach this problem? Okay. So you see, it's pretty basic math here. So let's say you multiply 234 multiplied by something 1 and 5. Okay. What will be the multiplication? Here 0 and 2, 7. Okay. I'm not doing the complete multiplication here. Okay. It will be something like this, right? So can you see the answer of the answer of the product? We only care about the last 2 digits, right? Okay, whatever it is, 3510. Okay. So we only care about the last 2 digits, right? We don't care about rest of them. So the last 2 digits can be can be found by just using last 2 digits of our numbers. We don't care. We don't have to take all the whole number to get the product. We can get that last 2 digits by using just last 2 digits of the numbers of our product. Is that clear? Did you understood it?
Means modulo 100.
Okay, Akash Singh, what did you not understood here? Okay, when you multiply 2 numbers, whatever your answer is, we only care about the last 2 digits of the answer, right? So that last 2 digits can be determined by just using the last 2 digits of our numbers. We don't have to care about the other numbers. Okay, cool. So now I think you got the idea. If you only care about the last 2 digits, then you can just take last 2 digits of every number. Okay, and then just multiply also. Yeah, Ankit, I know there is an edge case. I'm coming to that also. Okay. So how will you take the last 2 digits of A? You can do A modulo 100. That will give you the last 2 digits of A. Okay. And similarly take B modulo 100. do modulo 100 to every number. Okay, then you can multiply it. Okay, that's it. We got the numbers with modulo 100. Okay, so just multiply them. What can be this? What can be the max value of this? If you are doing modulo 100, what can be the max value? No, it's not 100. Yeah,
19.
99. 99 is correct. And if you are multiplying 99 4 times, that will be 99 raised to power 4. And you can store that easily in integer. Okay. It is less than 10 to the power 9. Okay. You don't have to use long also. So now you got your values modulo 100. Just multiply them. Okay. Then this result can be like something greater 1 0 2 0 3 1, something like that. We only care about the last 2 digits. So again, take modulo 100 of this. Why we do modulo? We could have simply taken ABCD. Okay, you mean why we do modulo? We can take simply ABCD, right? It's okay. That's what I explained here. If you simply take ABCD, then what is the maximum value of ABCD? 10 to the power 9, right? So what will be their product? 10 to the power 36. Can you store that in any data type? You can't, because long value has maximum. You can store like 10 to the power 18 max in long also. Okay. And we only care about the last 2 digits, and that can be found by last 2 digits of these numbers. Okay. So that's why we are doing modulo 100, which will give us the last 2 digits. Okay. Then you can multiply it, and again we are only care about the last 2 digits of the result. So again, take modulo 100. Now here, one case is there. What if this value is something like 2, but the answer needs to be 2 digits. So it should print 02, not 2. Okay. If your result is like 1002, the modulo 100 will give 2 only, not 02. Okay, but you need to print 02, because in problem it says you have to print like 2 digits. Print the last 2 digits. Okay, and the last 2 digits are are modulo. If you take modulo 100, then the last 2 digits are 2 here. So you can't print 2, you have to print 02. Okay. How do I move it? Okay. Okay. So if it's like 02, then what you will do, you have to again put a check like this. If this number is less than 10, that means you have only 1 digit. Okay. So you will just print 0 first and then print your answer, whatever it is. Okay. Print a 0 first and then print answer. And in else condition, otherwise just print your answer, whatever it is, because it's already 2 digits. Okay. If condition can be used here to resolve this, like if the answer is less than equals to 9, see out 0 answer. Yeah, exactly. Right. So let's see the code here. Okay, so we'll take ABCD as input. Okay, I have used long, but int will work fine. Okay, okay. So A is we have taken modulo 100 for each number. So that is A modulo 100, B modulo 100, C modulo 100. That will give the last two digits of each number. Okay. Then I have stored the product of all these numbers in answer, and again took modulo 100. That will give the last two digits. And if our answer is less than 10, then you have to print 0 and then answer. Otherwise, you can directly print answer. Okay.
We
Okay,
can we use integer here instead of long?
Yeah, you can use integer. No problem. Integer will work fine.
One more question, like why we are always using long? What is the value of only long? 10 to the power?
Okay, so you're talking about just single long,
Yes.
not long.
Yes.
Okay, so I think single long is similar to integer. Same value, 10 to the power 9, approximately.
Okay.
Okay, so don't use single long, always use long. Or
Okay.
long int. Long or long int, both are same. Then can you please show the code for first problem once again for a second? Okay, don't worry, I'll share the all three codes after this session. Okay. Okay, so if anyone have doubt, he can ask. He or she can ask in any of these three problems. Is int and long int are same? I never heard about long int, never used it, but yeah, I think they are same. Anything else?
But if the last question didn't wanted us to print only the last digit, it wanted us to print more than the two digits. So how could we solve this question using multiplication? Should we use the modulo in that? Or
Like if you are not explained, like if you are not told to use modulo in the problem, you please don't use it. Okay. That depend on the problem. Like what are you saying that if we have to print like the whole product of all these four numbers and this number can be 10 to the power 9, are you asking that?
yes.
Okay, in that we have to use string, I think, or we have to store digits in a vector and then get the product digit by digit, and it will be like a really complex. But yeah, we can do that. Okay. Okay. Are you using were you using C++ for that? Because in C++, I guess both are same, and in Java they are different. Okay, then I need to see the problem. Otherwise, I think they are same. Also, you can Google about it. Okay. Okay. I'll share the code. Don't worry. Yeah, int and long same range are good. Okay. What is the number of large digits required? Are also given by users, and how we can modify our approach. Yeah, that may depend on the compiler, right? Okay, Nikhil, I can't understand what are you saying. Like, can you explain what is the number of last digits required are also given by user, then how we can modify after? Okay, so are you asking that instead of 2 digits, it will be given by user, and then how can we do that, right? Okay, that depend on the number of digits, I guess, because if it is like small number of digits, then we can use the same approach used in this problem. And if it is like more number of digits, like 18 or 20 digits, then we have to store digits in
చాలా తక్కువ
vector.
ఎంత ఎవరు ఇవ్వలేదు 50 బిట్స్ చేసి పెట్టాలి ఆడిచ్చిందంత బొక్కలో 30 మినిట్స్
Can you mute yourself?
ఎవరు పెడతారు చెప్పు సగంతం పెట్టలేం కదా మరి వీళ్ళు కొంతమంది బబుల్స్ చేస్తారు మేము అది కూడా
Okay, so if
చెప్పలేదు
nobody has any more doubts, we can wrap this up.
అసలు ఎక్కడ అక్క వాళ్ళు చెప్తే వాళ్ళు అలాగే చెప్తారు ఒక్క ఏం నేర్పించారు మాకు కూడా అలాగే చెప్పారు మన ఇండివిజువల్ గా నేర్చుకున్నది అక్క ఒకటే అన్నది
Okay, bye everyone.